I'm about to show you the most powerful hack you could use to get your Instagram channel to do this. And taking a look at the most successful creators, most of them either consciously or subconsciously use it to get their content to blow up again and again. Also, somehow none of them say the algorithm hates them. Weird. Now, in order to truly understand this hack, you first need to understand the intention people have when opening Instagram or TikTok. And that is, usually they don't really have a clear intention at all. It's actually their evil brain wanting to get a bunch of dopamine fixes. It's constantly looking for new and interesting things that just get it excited. Which on the other hand means the brain's always looking for ways to exit out of a post, to look for something even more interesting. And I actually believe this is people's natural Instagram or TikTok stage.
I call it the autopilot stage. Well, we don't have an autopilot here, but you get the idea.
So smart kids might be like right now,
Heydominik, of course, that's why we need a hook.
Yeah, obviously that is true, but the reality is actually a little bit more complicated. Because if I take a look at some of you guys' content, some people manage to get a great hook and get people to stop, but then they were like, well, now I have my hook. Now I can show the content that I actually want to show. Now I can kind of ease off a little bit. And that alone is costing a lot of people lots of valuable reach, because as soon as the brain feels like this content is not novel or interesting anymore, or it's just taking a bit too long to get to the point, it'll just get bored and they'll exit out and you'll forever be forgotten. Like mini discs. Anybody remember those? See what I did there? You probably did expect the mini disc reference. You probably don't even know what a mini disc is, and I have issues saying mini disc. Let me know in the comments if you know what that actually was. And you probably also didn't expect that this beautiful background room that I'm sitting in right now is actually just a green screen. Well, you probably expected it because you're not, but you get the idea. Which brings me to the most important element you always need to keep in mind when creating content in this day and age. Pattern interrupts.
And you want to break people's expectations by cutting a little bit before they thought you would, or stacking another hook on top of that so that they go.
And for people constantly watching, by the way, hello, this alone makes their brain just enough occupied to give me a few extra seconds. Or you can use a pattern interrupt within a pattern interrupt, meaning you set an expectation by using a certain trend or trending audio, only to then completely go the other way. For example, like this.
In Norway, we don't have to knock on the door, but I recommend it, or else you can be standing for a very long time.
We do have another problem though. There's still at least two more important things you need to get down to make this hack work for you as best as possible. So watch this video next to see if you actually know what I mean.